We try to grow by 7–8% per year in volume and with the price increase. And that has been our strategy for many years. And why did we put it this way? Is because we need to train the craftsman. And it's something that is very simple within Hermes, is that a bag is done by one person. You know, if I want to tailorize production, I probably increase production. But it's very important for us that one person do a bag. And this person is going to do it in 15 hours. There is 15 hours of unstitching. And I think part of the success of Hermes is not waiting for your bags. Part of the success of Hermes is having an incredible product that we are the only one to do. And that's really something that I want to keep alive, regardless of the revenue. Having said that, have you seen, if we take as a reference 19, which has been a great year, leather have increased by 23%. And I'm very happy about this construction. And we continue our line, which is opening a new manufacturer at human scale, because we try to have only 300 craftsmen so that everybody knows by their first name. And that's the depth of the strategy about it, and continue like that. So I'm continuing to have this kind of growth. What was surprising, and a happy surprise, was the growth of all the other métiers. Usually in our industry, when you have a big crisis, leather is the one that's doing well and compensate for the other. This time, leather did great, and that's why we grow by 33% compared to 19. And all the other métiers did incredibly well. So I think that it's why we are a family company, and why we keep to be a standalone company, is that it's much more important for us to keep the value of craftsmanship, to keep the value of quality, and we never compromise any of it for any production goal.
Do you see this momentum continuing into 2022? You said it was really good performance, of course, Asia, the US shopper as well, even Europe coming back despite the lack of tourism. So do you see this momentum to continue? There is some medium-term uncertainties, whether it's geopolitical, inflation, etc. So how do you see 2022? Yeah,
I think we are in uncharted territory. Who could have believed that after 185 years, we'll have our best year and that we grow about 1/3? Actually, we did grow during this year from the same level of the turnover of the group when I was elected CEO. So I think we are not in a linear world right now. So it's difficult to make a precise projection. What do I see now is that there is no change of trend. You can have a good quarter, a bad quarter. Compared to our year, we did plus 33%. If I look at my first semester, I did plus 33%. If I look at my second semester, I did plus 33%. If I go inside my first semester, I did plus 34% at the Q1. I did plus 33% at Q2. Okay. In my second quarter, the third quarter was bigger than the fourth quarter. For me, it's more a cut-off date than any change. I will say the slightly change that we had is that in December, because of the Omicron, we had to close a few stores in the US. Traffic, tourism, a little bit, that was a little bit rekindling, stop a little bit. That will change, but it's the evolution of what we have. So I'm very positive for the future.
And in China, in particular, of course, there's a zero COVID policy, and there's been more lockdowns. Also, the common prosperity policy that's been impacting some of the luxury stocks in the past few months. How do you see these elements potentially impacting your business in that region?
Well, I think, we are, despite our size, but because we have some a niche company still, and actually we like it. And China has been one of our most buying market lately, with the US and with the rest of Asia company, and also there we see a very strong appetite. I will say there is one factor which is maybe more important, which is there is a growing middle class, wealthy, young, that is in China, and which is really growing. It's very funny that 80% of our clients in China now are below 40. And let's not forget, sometime in our old Europe, that there is country where the middle class is getting richer, where the middle class is younger, and where the demographics are quite good.